Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back in the garage. We're gonna be working on our Arctic Cat build today. If you haven't already been watching the series on this, you can head up to our playlist labeled Arctic Cat ATV build and check those out. So if you saw in the last video, we tore the engine down, so we got it all scattered out here. We're waiting on parts for that, but we do have a big old box of parts here. And we're still waiting on some more. So what we want to do is we want to get this thing stripped down to pretty well bare frame, so we can pressure wash it, get it all cleaned up, and then start slapping on some parts. So I'm just gonna start ripping off some parts so we can get this thing cleaned up. Okay, so we got the winch off of this thing, and we just got the rad and hoses out. Looks like someone has done some damage here. This fitting on the rad is broken, so we're gonna try and repair that, save us some money. Next thing we want to do is I want to take this wiring harness right out of the machine. I don't know if you guys saw, or if you guys saw it in the first video. Someone was in here trying to figure out the wiring issue, so we have a couple wires that we have to fix, and we're going to take this carb off. That way when we go to wash it, none of that gets all wet and wrecked. And I think we're just going to plug these oil cooler hoses, and that'll probably be it for stripping it down. That way we can take it and get a pressure wash and all cleaned up. But I'm going to wait until my brother's here to help me load this thing up, and then we can go to the car wash because it's winter out and I got my pressure washer put away. So we're going to do that, and then we'll catch you in the next clip. Okay guys, we just got back. We got this thing somewhat washed up as best we could. Right now we're going to pull this front bumper off because we want to send that and our racks out to get sandblasted, and we're going to paint them. And then eventually these diffs got to come out because we're going to reseal both front and rear diffs. But we're still waiting for parts for that. So we're going to pull this bumper off, and then I think we're going to do some steering work on this thing. So let's get to it.
Always best, eh?
Always.
Oh, it's way better.
No more sloppage.
No.
It's good. Oh yeah, way tighter. We've got the new tie rods installed on the ATV. We're not going to do an alignment right now until we get the engine and the rest of the front end work done. We're still waiting on some parts for that, so we're going to go ahead and dig out the wiring harness and do all the necessary repairs on that before we slap it back in. Okay, just to show you guys what we did here, if you saw in the first video where this main power wire was broken, we had to splice in some new connectors. So we're putting dielectric grease in the connectors and using heat shrink, so hopefully we won't run into any more corrosion issues later on. So we're getting her fixed up. We got the wiring harness all fixed up. All the bad spots are dielectric and with new heat shrink on them. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back on the machine.
got the harness laid back in the Arctic Cat as much as we could. Obviously there's plugs everywhere. We can't do anything until we assemble more. But that's going to be a wrap for this video. Stay tuned for the next one. And if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe.